Everyone loves to talk about the political divide in America. They say that it's red versus blue, that it's left versus right. But when you look at the raw data, it's not just a difference of opinion. It's a clash between objective reality and manufactured theory. It's what's called the diploma divide. They say that 11.5 million more Americans who are college graduates are left-leaning. And they say that this number really implies this moral and intellectual superiority. But if you look at the devil in the details, what are these degrees actually in? If we're talking just about this, on the right, the college educated, we're talking about business, we're talking about finance, mechanical and civil engineering. They say agriculture and those things tied to resource management. If your math is wrong, the bridge collapses, right? If your ledger is wrong, then the business goes bankrupt. If you don't understand soil and weather and livestock, then the crops are going to die and people are going to starve in the process. Now, if you look at the left, these degrees are overwhelmingly concentrated in the humanities, in social sciences, in abstract theories, but how well you can articulate a narrative. And think about that, because this is where the education system, I believe, has been hijacked. It stopped being about teaching people. It really became an ideological apparatus and indoctrination camps that were designed to override natural human instincts. It's natural for people to love. It's natural for a mother and father to protect their children. It's natural to want to secure what you've worked hard to accomplish. And we don't need some academic elite to tell us how to define the common good according to them, or how to be human. We're already made, as the scripture says, in the image and likeness of God. But when you spend 4 years steeped in this abstract theory, completely disconnected from physical requirements of the real world, you start believing that you can re-engineer humanity itself. And this is where people start talking like Mark Ruffalo, where you can reimagine the world, right? And I think this is how you reach the absolute absurdity that we see in our world today. We see an ideology that's detached from reality. It eventually attacks the most foundational, self-evident truths. It attacks the biological reality. It looks at God's natural design for gender and claims that it's just some social construct that can be manipulated as you please. And it's the street level radicalism, the rioters, the burning of cities, the lawlessness. You got to understand that none of it is random. It's a predictable, real world ideology that spent decades in classrooms normalizing this idea that the natural order must be dismantled. And you got to understand that when people are programmed to believe that their utopian theories override facts, the rule of law becomes nothing more than an obstacle. And that's why the divide that we're looking at is not just political. It's a battle between those who want to sustain the real world, reality, and those who are willing to tear it down in the name of a fiction.